Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous is a new show on Netflix that just premiered a few weeks ago, and it tells the story of a group of kids who go to Jurassic World for a camping trip, and they all actually won a game to be able to go there. And once they do arrive, and they start having fun at the park, getting to know each other, maybe become friends, but it's a Jurassic Park show. It's going to go wrong. The dinosaurs are going to escape, and it takes place between the first Jurassic World and sort of after those events, though it takes place around that time frame. The show overall is pretty good. This is the first time there's an animated show for any of the Jurassic Park movies. There was supposed to be one, I believe it was for a toy line called Chaos Effect. That was supposed to come out in the early 2000s or late 90s, but that never got out. There are some toys of the supposed show that did manage to sneak their way into stores, but the actual show itself never aired. But I was actually quite looking forward to this because the animated Jurassic Park show, I would have loved that as a kid. I mean, that would have been my jam. But it's on Netflix right now for the Jurassic World franchise. And overall, I have to say, it's pretty good. The animation from DreamWorks is actually awesome. I think that the character designs fit well with the actual environments around them, and it doesn't feel jarring because these dinosaurs look very good. The animations for the Indominus Rex or the Carnotaurus or any of the other dinosaurs in the show, they look great. And I was worried that these human animations would not fit well with the environment around, but it actually worked pretty well. There are some characters from the movies that do make slight appearances, and there's some slight hints of other characters from the movies, but the show focuses on these kids trying to get out of the island. And I feel like that the characterizations and reasons for them to come here and their distinct features that make them different from one another are actually pretty good. They're not like the best characters ever. They are not even completely unique. We've seen characters like them before, but for the most part, I think they worked pretty well here, and I really like their dynamics with one another. And the main character, who's my favorite in the entire cast, actually has a real emotional arc that I actually was able to latch onto. I was really able to care about him. I think he's going to be one of my favorite characters in the entire franchise of Jurassic Park because he really is that good. I think he's actually a very well written character. The action is pretty exciting. There's actually some horror elements and some suspense here and there, and especially in the last two episodes, it gets really intense. I wouldn't say that it goes like bloody intense or it becomes like a violent PG-13 show. It is supposed to be aimed for a much younger audience. So you gotta enter the show with that sort of mindset. This is for kids. So they're not going to go all out on the action or death toll, but there are some pretty distinct deaths in this show. Not like they're violent or the show actually shows it, but the implications of those deaths actually create much more suspense around the characters and makes their journey feel more it just makes it feel more grounded. It makes it more realistic. if dinosaurs are to, in real life, actually find them. So overall, I did really enjoy this show. If I do have one negative, that some of the humor doesn't work, some of the writing is pretty off, some characters I cared more than others. But overall, I say that this is a pretty good show, and go with it with the mind that it is aimed for kids. It's not like for adults, but I think kids will enjoy it. And I'm going to give Camp Cretaceous a B. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time.